I have a book.
I was talking, though. You just cut me off.
I was talking. You just. I have a book. I want to make another announcement.
Make an announcement.
I have a book there with Simon Schuster.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I've already, the title of the book, I secured the rights for TV and all that. You know what the name of the book is?
What's the name of it?
Power. And I'm going to be putting a TV show on my own television network, Revolt. That's Power with no debt. And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
A billionaire is a billionaire. It doesn't matter.
No, how do you know he's a billionaire? How? Not him. Anybody. How could you listen? You said wait. Time out. Stop for a second.
For $180 million.
That you call a billionaire. I said
you said a billionaire.
Billionaires don't get loans. They have credit lines.
Do you know how confidently dumb you sound? That's the moment this conversation between Dame Dash and Charlamagne completely exploded. What started as a debate about bankruptcy and business quickly turned into one of the most intense money arguments we've seen in hip-hop history. Dame Dash came in defending his financial strategy. Charlamagne kept pressing him with questions about debt, lawsuits, credit, and whether filing bankruptcy actually means failure. And neither side backed down for a second. Dame Dash says that rich people move differently. He talks about family offices, business assets, copyrights, tax strategy, and why billionaires use credit lines instead of cash. And then Charlamagne pushed back hard and questioned whether that mindset is really smart business or just avoiding accountability. And then the conversation got real personal. Now I'm about to let y'all hear this for yourselves. But before I do, I just need y'all to leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Remember I told you this is how I get triggered. Just let me teach. If you don't know, listen. Listen to the teacher. I'm teaching you right now because this is a business you don't know. You've been in this room for 30 years straight.
15.
So you're missing a lot of life.
Not really.
Well, then stop speaking.
You're just wrong.
You have a problem, but you're just wrong. On a respect level, you're wrong.
But go ahead. You're right. Teach. I don't think you really got a lesson plan. Teach.
Every time you interrupt me, because you're so rich, you give me $20. Okay, can you do that? Because you know you got. So let me ask you another question. Do you think it's respectful when someone gives you their boundaries, you just break them and keep laughing? You think that's all right? I'm just asking.
Can I speak? I don't want to.
I just need an answer. This is the only time you don't speak is when I ask you questions. Anyway, you guys shouldn't speak so confidently without doing research. This is what you're saying. I don't know. And you're asking me. These are things you said. So I'm telling you right now, the reason why I filed was because I didn't want anybody to keep suing me, because he also kept suing me. Mm-hmm. So now I can't get sued. And if you look at, did you read the bankruptcy?
Yeah, I read it.
Did you read at the end when it says who I'm gonna sue? 'Cause it says who you're gonna sue, and it has a list of people. Mm-hmm. Did you read that?
She broke it down.
Right. So they can't sue me, but I can sue them now.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
My question.
You cut them off.
I'd had to because if not, we're gonna move on to another subject.
She was fine. You guys are disrespectful.
While we're here on the bankruptcy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from what I learned in my research.
So now that I've said I'm on the pathway to acquisition for chairman, y'all still think I'm broke? I don't get it.
Yeah, you can still get a job.
And I just said I had. Okay, here's something else. So I have a deal with Simon Schuster. I'm sorry.
Okay, so on the bankruptcy, what happens if all of the debt isn't discharged? What do you do then? Because
it's a Chapter 7.
But so for instance, Weber, the attorney, he filed something this morning saying that what you claim is fraudulent.
Right.
Right.
And you know why that? You know why that is?
But wait, let me finish talking. And he's asking, and he's bringing the point that everything might not be discharged. So I'm at what happens in that circumstance?
It doesn't happen. He's a stupid. Allegedly, he's not the smartest light in the room. You got to think. They've been suing me all over the country, this one person, different people all over the country for 10 years. They sued me for over $500 million combined, and they only won $800,000 combined. They've been chasing that for 10 years. You know how much legal and law work that person's been doing, how much plotting he's been doing to collect that money, and he never collected. You know how mad he is right now? Now he doesn't get paid. So, of course, he's going to do that. But again, this is part of business. Just put your seatbelt on and watch how it plays out. But I've never filed before. Nothing. The reason why they think it's fraudulent, this is why I have to tell you this. You see how he's saying it's fraudulent? He'll go into the court and say I'm rich because he's trying to collect money. I've been telling y'all I was broke, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why. So I don't know what would happen if let's say everything in the judgment doesn't go, nothing's still in my name. There's still nothing to collect. Okay, let me ask you this: do you know how many times Donald Trump filed?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
So then why?
But he's known as a terrible businessman. But no, he's not.
He's the president.
Yeah, but sure, but he still was known as a terrible businessman. Actually, a con man.
Do you know how confidently dumb you sound? You're saying it's bad that he went bankrupt 6 times. He's a billionaire and he's the president.
But
and you still not
a terrible businessman and con artist.
Are you known as a good businessman?
I don't know.
Okay? Well, you make a lot of money.
No.
So you've been doing this every day your whole life and you're not making no money?
Nope.
And
you, Dan?
So, no, you're not like me.
What you mean? You say you don't have.
Do you have a family office?
I
bet my house is bigger than yours. I bet all my houses are bigger than you. I bet I have a better.
How old are you,
stop.
Man?
Now it's how old are you?
This is embarrassing.
You're embarrassed. Yeah, because
Come on, Dan.
I got you. I'd like to see your view. Can you show me your view right now? Do you live in front of water?
View of my house?
Yeah. A view of what you see when you relax, when you're not here every day. See, when you're in it. Let me just finish. Let me just see your view. When you just now said, let's just go back to how ridiculous you are. The president filed for bankruptcy 8 times, still a billionaire. He's saying he's a bad businessman. You're just not that smart.
Okay.
And you have to acknowledge that. And you know why? You're not seeing the world. You know what happens when you have to go someplace? You're laughing. You know what happens when you have to go someplace every day at 4 a.m? You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you. Out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb.
But if you worked here, you would.
I would never work here. I would only
$20 million in debt.
What you talking about? I'm not in debt. Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm not in debt at all now. What are you talking about?
Oh, you paid it all off?
When you have this bankruptcy 7 is like getting hit by the cartel with 100 bricks and they die and you don't owe no more. I want you to ask someone this is what you should do if you want to do something smart. Get a specialist, a lawyer in bankruptcy, and you ask them these questions. Get a professional up here, and then they'll tell you. Why ask me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when he tells you you're dumb, you'll believe him. Anyway, the difference between you and I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Wendy's not my OG.
Can you
That's
stop?
Funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect.
Oh, I know.
But because we have different trauma, like we're different. Like I'm not the kind of guy that would I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. Let me ask you a question, Dan. You ever ran from a fight? No. What would happen if y'all heard that I ran from a fight? That's a masculine way of doing things. Now you don't see it that way. You like to play games. Like I'm not quite, because when you say kids, I was like, and it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This
is hilarious. I love
you're
what
gay.
You're doing. This is hilarious.
So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is is very feminine, and you are acting like there's some degree of like you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't need to be worried about girl stuff. Period.
What's girl stuff?
Talking about people that aren't in the room, that don't have anything to do with them, saying things confidently in front of millions of people and not saying anything. You know how many times I've seen people punk you? I would never let anybody talk to me certain way. I'd rather get my ass whipped. That's where we're different. We got different trauma. So you can't really look through my eyes because you do things different.
You that much?
No, do I look bothered?
Yeah.
I'm bothered
Actually, you do.
What I'm bothered about is you're speaking in front of people confidently and you don't have the experience or the knowledge. And also, I'm afraid that white people think that we act like you. You're not dumb, but like, you know what's bugging me out?
Before, what do you mean act like him? I just want you to
I want to know.
I'm going to say, so the way you keep interrupting me, the way you keep saying things that aren't true but don't know.
Like what? What did I say that's not true?
Let me say what I'm saying. I was still talking. Okay? So, because when y'all do that, I forget what I'm going to say because I be like, da.
You're not saying shit,
No, you don't think, of course you don't think that. I think you're gay.
That's fine.
I do. I'm not going to lie. After the Puff stuff, because let me say this. This is my assessment. I've never heard you say one thing bad about Jay-Z, not one.
He's not in the room. You shouldn't talk about him.
Don't tell me what to do.
You said you shouldn't talk about men when they're not in the room.
You're interrupting me.
Now you're doing the girl stuff.
I know him. I'm giving you an example, right?
You used to know him.
Can I talk? You upset. Can I talk?
I'm upset.
Can I talk? I've never seen you say one word, because you talk bad about a lot of people, but you never said one time. And you walk around with his face on your chest. Is that a airplane shirt right now?
Paper planes, yeah. I wore CEO stuff.
Can I finish? No, I never seen it. Let me finish.
What you mean?
Let me see it.
You gave us
Can
CEO
I talk?
stuff.
Can I land the plane? Let me land the plane.
I can't wait.
Let me land the plane. So I'm thinking to myself, either you got a crush on this man or he's paying you. One or the other. Did you buy that shirt?
Yes.
You went and bought that? They didn't give it to you as much as you say nice
You're not supposed
things?
to support black business?
I doubt you bought that shirt.
What you mean?
Anyway,
and I buy CEO
so I
shirts
think you're gay. I'm sorry.
And I think you're broke.
Okay. I think that.
I think he's kind of gay too.
I think that.
I do have a question.
I think that. And no disrespect to gay, I just think
I think you're broke.
Like I saw,
and that bothers you so much to get called broke by people.
I got you.
I do have a question.
I'm sure it does.
Right.
Raise your hand if you think Dan's broke in the room. Seriously. See, does this mean him?
But this is the question though.
Can I make my other announcement?
Yes.
I have a book.
I was talking though. You just cut me off.
I was talking. You just. I have a book.
stopped.
I want to make another announcement.
Go ahead, make an announcement.
I have a book there with Simon Schuster.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the title of the book, I secured the rights for TV and all that. You know what the name of the book is?
What's the name of it?
Power. And I'm going to be putting a TV show on my own television network, Revolt. That's Power with no debt. And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
A billionaire is a
dumb.
billionaire. It doesn't matter.
No, how do you know he's a billionaire? How? Not him. Anybody. How could you listen?
You said
wait. Time out. Stop for a second.
$480 million.
That you call a billionaire. I said
You said a billionaire.
Billionaires don't get loans. They have credit lines. I said.
That's what you said.
Listen. I said the people that you think are billionaires. That's what I said.
So why you don't get a credit line?
How do you know my family office doesn't?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking a question. That was a question.
I'm telling you right now. I run my family office. I signed a non-disclosure. I'm not allowed to talk about their business. But I could tell you this: when we do pay, because we just paid, and I hope I don't get in trouble, but we just paid like $600,000 in taxes. But they don't write about that. My family office had a lawsuit. Look at it. The reason why you thought that my shit was getting taken, because that was the Dash Group. That was my family office. We paid that. We pay those. I just don't.
That was the asset.
No, asset. Okay, let me explain the assets. In business, and I'm sure none of y'all know this. When you get a copyright, I get copyrights so that no one can sue me for using the name, but doesn't mean there's any value. So through the years, I've gotten copyrights, and then the business goes. So I haven't put a company in my name since 2017. Only thing that was in my name was Reasonable Doubt, and I couldn't file because then I would have had to take Reasonable Doubt to auction, because when you file, they liquidate all your assets. That was the last thing that was in my name. So once that went, and what was happening was they were reporting on my tax returns that I was getting $100,000 a year from Reasonable Doubt, but I was never getting sent it, and they were asking me to pay taxes on it. That should have been going to the child support. But so that money that was supposed to be going, that was supposed to, so when I'm behind on child support, it always gets paid, or I went to jail. The last time I was behind, it was $1 million. I paid it. That sounds broke to you?
What really made the Dame Dash and Charlamagne clash stand out is that, beneath all the back and forth, they were touching on conversations the culture doesn't have nearly enough. Too many artists master the music long before they understand the paperwork behind it. They figure out how to rack up views before learning how money, taxes, and business actually work. That's why discussions like this matter even when they get heated, because they force people to confront topics like ownership, debt, bankruptcy, lawsuits, assets, publishing, and financial literacy in the open. The reality is, there's no single blueprint for success. Everyone plays the game differently. Some use leverage, some stay far away from debt, others rely on credit, and many focus on ownership. What matters most is knowing exactly what your money is doing. After all, major companies and wealthy individuals often use debt as a tool to create leverage, preserve cash flow, and reduce tax burdens when handled properly. That doesn't mean every move should be copied from the internet. It means people should understand the strategy before speaking like experts. So now I want to hear from you. Was Dame Dash dropping real knowledge about wealth and business, or was Charlamagne right to push back publicly? After watching the entire debate, who do you think made the stronger case when it came to money, debt, and success? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.